Hey everyone, and welcome to my Christmas pottery mold adventure. My name is Amber, and this is the second episode in my mini-series within my Christmas episodes. Welcome to day 2 of my Christmas village. I'm really excited to see what the next little village house is going to look like. So without further ado, let's do it. This second house in my little Christmas village is actually a toy store. So the first one was a candy shop and the second one is a toy store. So these are the little shops within my village, and I just kind of love that they both kind of scream the holidays. Like, you always think about treats and toys for sweet little kids, and I think that in every Christmas movie and in everything that kind of like embodies the magical family time that you have at Christmas, it's always kind of revolving around those two things. And of course, the true meaning of the season is the birth of Jesus, but finding the little pieces of magic like a Christmas village has is also just so wonderful. And I'm just so grateful that the just twinkling magic of the Christmas season just surrounds everything during the month of December. So when I am dreaming of this little Christmas village, as I'm pouring it, I'm definitely hoping that it can kind of reflect that magical coziness that me and my family feel at Christmas time. So here I am the next day getting everything all trimmed up after I pulled it out of the mold, and I'm already in love with it. I just love the stonework. So here you can see me attaching the chimney a little bit better than I did with the first little cottage. I had a little bit of a struggle with that one, so I was happy to be able to do it the correct way this time. And I just love that these little houses already come with a little spot for you to put the chimney. It makes everything so smooth and seamless, and I just really love that little detail about it. So I got the chimney all on there, and I got everything cleaned off with the sponge after I trimmed it, and it was pretty much ready to go for me to cut those windows out and get it ready for the stained glass. So if you saw the first cottage episode, the little Christmas village, I decided to put little stained glass pieces in my windows. So this toy store is no exception. I'm doing the exact same thing with it. So I got the windows all cut out and hoped that I was going to be able to pull this off. So here you can see the little toy store fresh out of its bisque fire, ready to be glazed. I decided to glaze the toy store in the same general way that I did the candy shop, and that was creating a custom grout color that kind of could seep inside of those little stone lines that pretty much covered the entire house. So I just got to work glazing everything, making sure to get into the grooves as much as I could. And then I'm going to essentially be wiping this off to leave those stones ready to be glazed with some different colors. Here you can see me just kind of getting a sponge that is very dirty from all of this antiquing that I'm doing. I don't know if it's antiquing or if it's just, grout work. But anyway, you can see me wiping it off, and it just leaves this blank slate for adding all kinds of details with the stones. So I went with a couple shades of pink and red and just covered every single stone. This was a really relaxing process, and it did take quite a bit of time. But while I was creating this village, I actually had a really terrible cold. And so I was just snuggled up under a blanket, glazing away, listening to a podcast, and just living my best creative life. So here it is, before the glaze fire, and it already looks so cute. I actually really love the muted colors that the glaze has, but anyway, off it went to the kiln, and then I pulled it out and it was time to add in the windows. So here you can see I'm just cutting the glass and doing something simple with a little template to make sure that the glass is around the size of the window hole. And then I am going to take it over to my glass grinder. So I can try to get it to fit in as close as possible. I am not a glass expert. I have taken one 6-week course on fused glass. So I don't really know how to do stained glass yet. I'm trying to teach myself, but I haven't had a lot of time to devote to it. But in that fused glass class, I did learn how to cut and grind glass. So it's really coming in handy with this little project to help me out. I was able to get that first piece to fit in pretty well, and then the second one went in even easier. And here it is. Here's the finished toy store. I love it. I'm not 100% positive if the red was the right choice. I kind of wish I would have gone with the pale pink that I went with for the first cottage, but I also kind of love it because it's a toy store and toy stores are fun and colorful. So having a pop of color that would draw someone's eye to it is just really, really sweet. And I love the blue roof on these. Oh, I love it so much. It's probably my favorite detail. So you guys will have to let me know what you guys think about this toy store. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.